is me, Catherine again, your English teacher in France. I hope you guys are doing great. So today I'm gonna just actually share about some common ESL grammar mistakes. Okay, so we actually gonna talk about common ESL grammar mistakes. So as you know, many of my students actually have been making these mistakes. In my many years of teaching, I always hear the same mistakes from my students. So that's why I'm gonna share it to you guys, and I hope you guys gonna enjoy watching and at the same time knowing if you also make these mistakes. All right, so I hope you guys gonna enjoy. So ESL, what do we mean by ESL? So when we say ESL, that actually means English as the second language. All right, so that's it. So I've been teaching English as a second language for about 13 years now, and of course in this period of teaching, I always hear these mistakes from my students. Okay, so I'm going to share that to you. Are you ready? Of course you are. So number one. All right, so you can see there, number one is my friend and me went to Paris last year. What do you think is wrong with that sentence? My friend and me went to Paris last year. Anyone? So you've got 5 seconds to get your answer. 5 seconds, guys. So, have you decided your answer, guys, or have you found the mistake in this sentence? Well, of course, in that sentence, my friend and me went to Paris last year has actually a mistake, which is the word me. Okay, so as you can see there, my friend and me are actually the subject or the subjects in the sentence, right? So we cannot use me in a sentence. I mean, we cannot use me as a subject in a sentence. Me is usually used as an object. For example, or for example, my friend gave me something. So me there is the object, it means the receiver. But in this case, you want to use the subject form. So what is the subject form of me? Of course, you're going to say, my friend and I went to Paris last year. Okay, so that is the correct answer. Let me write it. My friend and I went to Paris last year. All right, so that is the correct answer. So instead of using me, it is correct to use I, okay? Not me, because me is only used as this object in the sentence. So we have to use I, which is the subject in the sentence. I mean, it is a subject form or subjective form, okay? So that is the correct answer, all right? So my friend and I went to Paris last year, all right? Okay, that's it. So I guess that is the correct answer for number one. Did you get it right, guys? Nope. Who got the correct answer? Nobody? All right, so let me give you another question and try to find if your answer is correct or not. Okay, so let me just give you a little bit of music, right? Okay, so the next sentence, guys, is this one. All right. If I will visit you, I will call you. So what's wrong with that sentence? Can you find it? So you've got 5 seconds to find the mistake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did you get the answer? Well, in this case, as you can see, the sentence actually has if, okay? And Which do you think is wrong with that sentence? Well, anyway, the word will is wrong. Which will? There are two wills in that sentence, right? Well, the will in the if part of the sentence is wrong. Always remember, we never use will in the if part of the sentence. Well, yes, we are referring to future time there, or future meaning. That actually implies the future meaning, but we cannot use will in the if part of the sentence. So you can see there in this sentence, you have will in the if part of the sentence. Now we cannot use will in the if part of the sentence, but instead we use the present simple form, okay? So we cannot say, if I will visit you, you should say, if I visit you, I will call you. So you can use will in the main part of the sentence, okay? Main part of the sentence, but we never use will in the if part of the sentence. So we have to say, if I visit you, I will call you. Got it? I hope so. All right. So that's actually the correct sentence. All right. Okay. Next one. All right. So here is the third one. The third one is, my day is tired. What's wrong with that sentence? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did you find the mistake? Well, the mistake in this sentence is actually the word tired. As you can see there, tired with the ed form, this is actually a participial adjective. So there are two kinds of adjective using the verb form. A verb form that but it functions as adjective. So you have there, you can say tired, you can also say tiring. So tiring is the present participle or the participial adjective, which is present participle, and tired is the past participle that is also a participial adjective. So two kinds of participial adjective, that is the ing form and the ed form. Now, what's the difference between ed form and ing form? Now, when you say ed form, we actually use that when the subject is actually receiver of the action. It means to say the subject actually has that feeling, okay? So ed is referring to the subject's feeling, all right? So my day, do you think my day can feel? Of course not, okay? So my day there is the subject is actually causing the feeling, all right? So the other participial adjective that we can use is the ing form, which is tiring. So we actually use ing form to talk about the subject, which is actually causing the feeling or condition of something or someone. So for example, in this case, my day is tired is not possible. Maybe you can say, I am tired. So that is my feeling. I feel, right? I receive the action of something or someone. That's why I am tired. I feel tired. Okay, but in this case, the subject here, as you can see, the subject is my day. My day here cannot feel, all right? So that means to say my day here is the actor, or that causes the feeling. So you have to say my day is tiring, okay? So the correct answer is my day is tiring. So remember, guys, we use the ing form. That's what we call participial adjective. We use the ing form to talk about the subject, which causes the feeling. But we use ed form, that is also another participial adjective, to talk about the subject, which has the feeling or receives the action. In other words, the passive form. All right. So you have to say, I am tired. My day is tiring. Got it? Another example. For example, the word boring and bored. You cannot say, oh, I am boring in the class. My teacher is talking too much. You cannot say that. You have to say, I am bored in the class. My teacher is boring, because your teacher makes you feel bored and you are the receiver of the action of your teacher. That's why you are bored. So you say, I am bored in the class. the class is boring or my teacher is boring. Got it? Okay, I hope so. So that's actually the third common mistake in ESL English grammar or ESL grammar. Okay, so that is it. Now let's proceed to the next problem. All right, here is the fourth one. Anna must to buy it. All right, so what do you think is wrong with that sentence? You have 5 seconds to find the mistake and make the correct answer. All right, did you find it? Anna must to buy it. Well, of course, as you can see in this sentence, we actually have the helping verb, which is must, okay? Now, always remember, guys, when we use the helping verbs, especially the auxiliary verbs, for example, must, may, might, can, could, shall, should, must, okay? These are the most common auxiliary verbs. For example, also do, does, did, okay? We can never use any form of the verb. We cannot say must to buy. You cannot say must buying. You cannot say must buys, but only the base form verb. Everyone, after any helping verb, or I mean auxiliary verb, we need to use the base form of the verb, and that is buy. So the correct sentence is Anna must buy it. All right, so we don't use infinitive or the to verb form. Okay, we have to say Anna must buy it. Okay, Anna must buy it. We remove the word to. Got it? I hope so. All right, now let's have the next one. Okay, so the last one, this is actually the last sentence, all right? The last sentence is, you don't listen me. You don't listen me, guys. Please listen me. Is that correct? What do you think? So I'm giving you 5 seconds to think about it. All right, do you know the answer? Were you able to find which part is wrong? Well, maybe yes, maybe not. Well, obviously, in this sentence, we actually need a preposition, okay? Always remember, we have here the verb listen. You say, you don't listen me. Now, remember, the verb listen should always be followed by the preposition to, all right? So the correct sentence should be, what is it? Okay, that's you don't listen to me. Okay, so the correct sentence is, you don't listen to me. All right, so always remember, when we use the verb listen, it should always be followed by the preposition to. So the correct answer should be, you don't listen to me. Okay, well, I hope you guys understand, or I hope you guys are able to review or refresh your mind in terms of these common mistakes in English. All right.